Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we are so excited to have you again. Peter Obi, who is trying to get back his mandate via following the right pathway, which is the legal pathway, is not just facing um, Bola Ahmed Tinubu alone, but he's facing more than Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's call it the federal government at large, because right now, um, Lai Mohammed, who is the Minister of Information, is on a tour. The purpose was to talk about the scorecard of the current administration, Buhari's administration, but somehow he's also talking about Peter Obi going to God as a treason. I'm going to share this with you. For many people, it's quite shocking. This man is not inciting violence and he's not saying anything that is wrong and is not doing anything that is outside the ambit of the law. Why then are you going around to say all of this? Let's share full details of what he had to tell the international community about the just concluded 2023 polls and the reason why Peter Obi, Dati, and the rest must be stopped. Let's look at the news in detail. According to the news, the federal government has admonished the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, from inciting people to violence over the outcome of the presidential election. The Minister of Information and Culture, Haji Lai Mohammed, gave the admonition in Washington, D.C. during his official engagement with some international media organization. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that the minister is in Washington to engage with international media organization and think tanks on the just concluded 2023 polls. Nan also reports that the minister had so far engaged respectively with the Washington Post, Voice of America, Associated Press, and Foreign Policy magazine. During the respective interaction with the media organization, the minister said it was wrong for Obi on one bread to seek redress in court over the outcome of the polls and on another bread inciting people to violence. Obi, according to him, he said Obi and his vice Dati Ahmed cannot be threatening Nigerians that if the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC) is sworn in on May 29, it will be the end of democracy in Nigeria. This is treason. You cannot be inviting insurrection, and this is what they are doing. Obi's statement is that of a desperate person who is not the Democrat that he claims to be. A Democrat should not believe in democracy only when he wins the elections. The minister said in challenging the election result, there was no pathway to victory for either Obi or Haji Tiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP). According to the minister, both Obi and Atiku failed to meet the constitutional requirement to be declared as president. The constitution has stringent criteria for anyone who wants to be the president of the country. According to him, he said not only must he have the plurality of vote cast in an election, he must also have scored one quarter of votes cast in at least 25 states. Only the president elect met the criteria by scoring 8.79 million votes and having one quarter of all the vote cast in 29 states of the federation. The minister said Atiku, who came second with 6.9 million votes, was only able to make one quarter of the vote cast in 21 states. He said Obi came third with 5.8 million votes, but won only one quarter of vote cast in 15 states. According to him, he said you cannot win an election in a poll where you came a distant third position and failed to meet constitutional requirement. Peter Obi, while complaining of fraud, has not disowned his victory in Lagos. Elaborating on his mission to the US, the minister said he was there to correct the negative narrative being promoted by naysayers and opposition on the election. He said the opposition, having lost in the election, was alleging fraud, calling for its cancellation and constitution of the interim government. According to him, he said, we have come here to balance that skew narrative and to tell the world unambiguously that the just concluded general election in Nigeria is the fairest, most transparent and authentic in the history of Nigeria. The election is the fairest and credible because of the introduction of the bimodal voters verification system BVAs, which I regard as a game changer. BVAs technology has helped to weed out ghost and illegal voters, eliminate multiple voting, and return sanity to the election. Relying on the INEC report, the minister said BVAs during the poll worked 97%, giving unparalleled credibility to the elections. That was all what he had to say. But guess what? Nigerians have not paid him because a lot of questions for him to answer. We are yet to see full video of what that interview, because if truly he went to all these international media, there are a lot of questions that he needs to give valid answers to. How was the election? Was it free and fair? Were there no electioneering fraud? BVA we are talking about, was it fully being put into use? What was the thing Nigerians were told before the BVAs was employed? That there will be online real-time post of the election result from all polling units. Was that done? Did we not hear in videos, diverse kinds of videos across the country, how those who were INEC official clearly said that there was nothing like network, and they couldn't even upload it offline. A lot of things were just going wrong, and just like we were told, the ideal place to go to is the court, which currently Peter Obi is doing everything to make sure he gets his mandate back. Questions have been thrown at him. Someone here say that he also said, Peter, okay, this one said, I am yet to see one. This Buhari government and APC are doing everything possible to end Nigeria. Nigeria must win. Another person here says, Minister of Information tells endless lies in the United States of America over the conduct of the 2023 presidential election. See how he calculatedly plotted evidence to block the US support for LP Peter Obi. This one say, is Lai Mohammed speaking for the federal government or speaking for APC? That's one big question that we are yet to answer, because if he's doing what he's supposed to do, going to court is no form of incitement. But I'm shocked that he's talking about Peter Obi inciting the people. I feel all of this, if we must follow the right path, all of these are distractions. Distractions, and it's a way of inciting the DSS and possibly other security agencies to go against Peter Obi. From all the interviews granted thus far since the election took place in February 25th, I think the only thing Peter Obi had said was that the people should calm down. Let us trust the judiciary enough that they will do the right things. And the firewall is about to start. So what is all of this going around and trying to whip up sentiment that is overly unnecessary? Nigerians knew what they saw. We are not talking about a household thing that was done in the secret. We are talking about an event or an activity that involved Nigerians, and there are provable evidence every way to the fact that the elections were not free and fair. We look, he talked about a lot of people are calling for Lagos results. Say, if Jagaban lose in, we are not looking at Lagos, neither are Nigerians looking at the result, the generality of the result. We are looking at authenticity, the right result. Bring out everything. Let's do the calculation, because as much as we know, most of the things that were done was just to minimally show their defeat, minimally in some states. So, okay, they've won. To calm their nerves down is for us to declare them winner. But let it be so minimal that the difference will be nothing to write home about. And that was what they did. But guess what? Nigerians are not dummies. We are smart dudes, We are so intelligent. So right now we are saying, let go of all of that. Let's go back to the beavers, which the INEC chairman gave that promise that it will be used effectively. And let's begin to call up doubters and also call people to also witness so that we know the truth. However, I'd like to leave you there. Comments, a lot of Nigerians are talking, but what's your position on that media tour by Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Info?